Yeah. We did it, boy. Oh, look at that. Oh, dressed up for the occasion.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Spectacular. Well done.
Looking good. Wow. Wowee. Let me pour my beer.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy. Thank you for joining us. Who's out there in the Bruniverse? Let us know in the chat. We definitely want to hear from you today. It is a special occasion. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. 3 years. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. Thank you, guys. Oh, Chad M., thank you so much. One of the OGs on when it was the Beer Baseball blog. Thank you so much for joining.
What are you talking about? What?
yeah, that was our legacy name for sure. Oh. But hey, welcome to our 156 weeks straight of the Baseball Brew Crew podcast. 3 straight years of bringing you some quality entertainment, born out of the pandemic and still going strong today. It's been a great build, and we could not be more proud of you, the viewers, for actually caring about this. And we love doing this all the time, every week. And it's a labor of love. 3-year anniversary. Woo! Yes. Get that. Well, I wish I could have that cake right now. That actually looks pretty good.
I wish I had that beer right now.
Yeah, exactly. And well, there's so much going on. You know, we're going to do a little bit of celebration before the actual show. But I wanted to go back to literally second one. This is exactly where we started. Look at the Trailblazers. Look at that. They're ready to rock and roll and talk about craft beer and baseball. We came out of the chute, right? Cannonballers.
Jesus, glad I turned my camera so you don't see my mini kitchen. Jeez.
Wait,
I don't know if the guy that hat is Cole Calhoun. I don't even know if he's still in Major League Baseball. Last I knew, he's on the Mariners in spring training.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't think that he is.
Come on, Cole.
Oh, exactly. Yes. Most marriages don't last that long. I remember that remark. Thank you very much.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had anything that lasts 3 years. Especially not my last liver has not lasted 3 years.
Yeah, luckily you got a freezer full of them.
That's why I don't want people seeing the background of my kitchen again.
Yes, and yes, you look so different there, Cowboy Jack. You do. You had a little bit more tan there for sure.
Yeah, different hat. I grew out the beard, you know.
Oh, yes. Cowboy Jack was an acquisition that we made probably halfway into our our journey, a little bit after our first year, I believe.
Passionate fan, watched every week. And like, let's teach you a couple things. Why don't you what's the old saying? You gotta learn from the veterans, brother.
That's right. We're gonna learn you some baseball and craft beer, and we're gonna get you away from that macro beer and show you the sweet science of the craft beer. Yeah.
And what a great job you've done. I mean,
well, wait a second here. Well, our goal was to get to 500 subscribers. Now we've been around since 2016 and we're only at 500 subscribers. So we've been putting quality content out there. The followers will come. I have no qualms about that. But we knew we needed to get to 500. So we begged the baseball gods, please get us to 500. And it happened. And now Cowboy Jack Durango will make good on his promise to drink a beer out of a shoe, more accurately described as a shoey. And without further ado, I yield the floor to Cowboy Jack Durango, mic in hand.
My Adidas. I love my Adidas. They're the coolest kicks around. But when it comes to drinking, they really wear the crown. I don't need no glass. I don't need no mug. My Adidas will do. They're my drinking jug. Drinking beer out my Adidas. Ain't no other shoe that can defeat us. Sipping on that hoppy brew from my Adidas. Now, you all know that's what I got to do. Let's do it, boys and girls. We're batting 500. I'm not going to waste a tasty craft beer on the Shoey, but tonight I'm going to earn the nickname of Shoey Otani, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're batting 500, boys. Woo!
Unbelievable. Yes. So good. So good. As promised, we bring you the goodness. Yes, the frothy goodness. Oh my gosh.
He even worked drinking the Bud Light. Good job. I don't blame you on that.
Oh,
that
Shohei Ohtani. Got that to the nickname list.
That is awesome.
Listen, guys, after having my palate refined and appreciating craft beers, drinking a Bud Light was tough. But thankfully, I had the Adidas to go with it, baby. That made it go down nice and easy.
Nice.
Made it go down nice and easy.
Nice.
So let's do the toast. Let's do a toast now. For all you have your drinks out there, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, out of a shoe, whatever you got there. Cheers, everyone out there, for wonderful 3 years. And hopefully I survive 3 more. Oh, you guys will too. Don't worry.
Let's do it.
Come by.
Cheers to everyone out there. Thank you for joining. Hey, and look who is in. Wait, look who's joining us.
What?
You can't have a 3-year anniversary celebration without me, boys.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Welcome back, Daddy-O.
Looking good.
That's Trinidad.
I had to jump in for this one, boys.
Yeah,
I miss you guys too much.
Awesome. Are you in Texas yet, or are you still in California?
Still in California, but May 8th, we're hitting the road to Texas, and I'm only back here for tonight for the show. But a couple weeks into May, I should be back on here full time to join you fine gentlemen.
Sweet. All right. So, hey, let's do a proper show. Yes. Thank you, Melissa, for joining.
We're not done. I thought that's it.
Oh, is that it? We're done? Okay.
It, right? I came for the Shoey. I got dressed up. I'm going to dress up with the Shoey.
Yes. Well, Angela, you got to drink a beer out of your shoe, right? No. I'm just kidding.
I saw Parabellum saying we need another Shoey. We got to get to 1,000 and you'll get 2 Shoeys.
Oh, look at that.
Myself and Kevin Lyon will do a Shoey at 1,000 subscribers.
Out of a cowboy boot. How about that?
Out of a cowboy boot.
I don't have. I guess I gotta get.
I'll bring you one, Daddy.
All right. No, I don't want your cowboy boot.
All right, so let's do it from the top. 3 years. Let's do it. Welcome to the weekly Baseball Brew Crew podcast. We're keeping baseball history alive, one craft beer at a time. Wherever you are watching or listening to us, please give us a like and a follow. And if you love beer with your baseball, please tell a friend. Here is a lineup card for today. First, joining is the VP of Content Development at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Angela Trinidad. Welcome back.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Baseball Brew Crew universe. I missed you guys. Glad to be back, even just for one night only for a few weeks. But I am here and I'm ready to talk about some baseball. All
right, let's do it. Batting second is the field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Kevin Lyon. Welcome.
Oh, wow. I get applause. Well, thank you very much. It only took 3 years for you to applaud me. Thank you. I mean, I feel like I peaked. This might be it for me. But you know what? At least I have to follow Cowboy Jack singing. I feel a little bit easier going in today. Woo, but that Shoey was wonderful and worth it. Great to be here, ready to talk some beer and baseball.
Love it. Batting third is the Goodwill Ambassador, the Sultan of Swig at the Baseball Brew Crew, and the Shoey Award winner. It is Cowboy Jack Durango.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to number 156. We're batting 500. It's our 3-year anniversary. The Sultan of Swig, Jackie Ball game, big match, Jack, and now Shoey Ohtani in the house. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Wait, we're not done yet. Should we just read them all, Jack?
No, we're going to sprinkle them throughout the show.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was
Oh,
ready. I made a list.
Let him
I
hear
checked
it.
it twice. Don't worry.
love it, love it, love it. So, as tradition, we always bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. So, what are you drinking out there tonight? Kevin, I'm going to start with you.
In a shocking revelation, I opened my door, stepped out. But honestly, I got this beer a couple weeks ago. This is an Angels themed beer that Radiant Beer Company in Anaheim, California made called Halos in the Outfield. Jack, it's a hazy IPA coming in at 6.7. I saw it came out right when the season started, and I've been sitting on this for a couple weeks. And luckily I did because this beer is gone. It is sold out. So I've been sitting on this one, having the show, and it's definitely worth the wait. So let me read you what they said here. The Angels rang, and they called for some Halos in the Outfield. This 6.7 hazy IPA is a gorgeous crusher for the ball game. It pours a hazy, pale pineapple juice hue and boasts beautiful aromas of tropical mango and stone fruit from a home run combo of Citra, Nelson, Simcoe, and Amarillo. Low bitterness and a pillowy body provide a texture so perfect, you swear you hit a triple.
Oh,
There you go.
and
Also, it's you know what I want to add too. It's a gorgeous crusher for Baseball Brew Crew Podcast.
yes,
Yeah,
Is
yes.
this no, Kevin? Is this the first Angels themed beer that Radiant has had?
Yeah,
Or-
it actually is, and they've been open for 2 years. This is the first. Yes, I don't even know they do a sports beer at all, but it's nice because they got the Angels colors here. And Jack, just to make sure you know, this is Halos in the Outfield, not that documentary Angels in the Outfield. Okay.
Right. No, I was a little confused. I
just want to make sure you knew what I was talking about. Because
Great
Halos
documentary.
Angels in the Outfield is as much a documentary as Major League is.
Yeah.
I would put that out there.
Another great baseball documentary. Yes, you're right.
absolutely.
You are correct.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if you guys want to try this. Sorry. Hopefully they restock it or bring it back maybe beginning of next season. But if you ever see this out there and you like a good hazy, definitely check it out.
Yeah. I think that's also like a kind of a gimmick, and we talked about that before with like the Dodger beers.
Yeah.
People go like, "Oh, I gotta try the Dodger beer. I gotta try." Obviously the Angel beer is going to be super popular, so it doesn't surprise me that it's sold out. And but I mean, it's anything Radiant does is magic. So definitely get down there no matter what if you're in the OC area.
And hey, look at me. I got 2 straight weeks of Angels beers. I got to see if I can make it a third. I don't know if I'm going to pull that off.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see.
true. That's true.
We'll see what I can do.
All right, Jack, you are up.
Now, on the show, we have discussed Rinhouse Brewing many times before. Heck, they are even responsible for this old Cowboys 2022 Beer of the Year. But their magnificence bears repeating. Rinhouse Brewing is a well-regarded craft brewery located in Phoenix, Arizona, just a mere 17-minute drive from the home of the Arizona Diamondbacks. The brewery has a cozy yet modern farmhouse atmosphere with a laid-back vibe that encourages visitors to sit back, relax, and enjoy a pint or 12. The beer selection at Rinhouse Brewing is very impressive with a variety of unique and craft brewskis on tap. Rinhouse specializes in small batch, handcrafted beers, usually locally sourced ingredients whenever possible. Customers rave about the quality and the flavor of the beer, and this is not an exaggeration when I say that Rinhouse Brewing is one of, if not the best brewery in Arizona. If you want to go get your brunch on while you're out knocking them back at Rinhouse, give their cheese plates and charcuterie boards a try.
Ooh.
They pair perfectly with their craft beers, and the knowledgeable staff will be able to make a recommendation that will take your boozy brunch to the next level. Tonight, I am trying their Spellbinder Galaxy Hazy IPA for the very first time. I've never opened this.
Wait,
Oof.
what?
I
You
haven't.
haven't had this?
I haven't had this. It's a special
You told me
release.
You told me to get this. Isn't this what I had when we went out to Cactus Tap?
No,
Room?
you have the original Spellbinder.
Original.
Ooh, is it?
This-
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Ooh, nice.
the Spellbinder Galaxy is a variant of their very popular award-winning house hazy called Spellbinder.
Gotcha.
What they've done is they've taken standard American hops that they use in the original Spellbinder, and they throw them out the window, and they use one hop, the most flavorful hop in the entire universe, the Australian Galaxy hop. This bad boy is a hop-saturated 7%er with a high-octane, dank AF peach and passion fruit character. Let's give it a go, boys, live. Woo! Y'all, Rinhouse Brewing is already one of my highest recommendations for beer lovers, but after tasting this, they're on the must-visit list. If you come to Arizona and you don't go to Rinhouse and try this beer, you are not a beer lover. You are missing out. So when you swing on by, don't forget to tell them the Valley of the Sun's favorite son, Cowboy Jack Durango, sent you.
Nice. I was super excited about this one because it had the original Spellbinder.
Yeah, same here.
And I saw with Galaxy, I'm just like, whoa, I'm in.
Wow. Yeah, nice. that is right in your wheelhouse, Michael Mondragon.
Yeah.
Kevin, I think that you would severely love this beer. Angelo, this is what you and I like to refer to as a breakfast beer. This is one, this is going to get the party started and it'll carry you on through the night. This is, wow. This is top shelf, guys. You got
and if the Yellow Rose of Arizona is telling me to go to Rinhouse, I'm going to go there.
You go.
100%.
Awesome. We need a Cowboy Jack nickname counter somewhere on the screen.
Oh, don't worry. I have the list. I have it ready. I'm going to try to get through all of them tonight.
So this show will take 12 hours. No big deal.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
So good.
Go straight to work after this.
So good. Thank you for sharing that one. That's an awesome one. I can't wait.
This is why I love this show, man. Is discovering these beers. It is wow.
I'll tell you what. We
got the baseball facts, but man, you can't beat this beer, brother.
But hey, I'll tell you what right now. One of the most anticipated beers is what Michael has. I'm just been waiting to hear how this beer is.
Yes.
I'm ready. This is like the coolest can I've ever had on the show.
Yes. So let's get to it. So we, when Kevin and I were in Riverside, a couple weeks ago, at this point?
It was I guess it was about 8-9 days ago. We went to a beer farm downtown Riverside and show them what you found.
So we found this gem of a baseball beer. It's the Bases Loaded Hazy IPA by Attitude Brewing Company. They have 2 locations in San Diego and 1 in Chula Vista. And it's a 6.5 ABV, 45 IBU. This is a brewery I have not heard of in San Diego. So, but when we saw what it was, we saw just this label. We're like, yes, 2 of those, please. We definitely have a show that we will definitely put this on. Fun in the sun for 9 innings with this legendary blend of malts combined with a phenomenal hop bill of Amarillo, Azacca, Citra, and Comet hops. For those seeking the perfect balance of fruitiness, hoppiness, and maximum drinkability, swing for the fence and enjoy big tropical hoppy nose complemented by pineapple, mango, and passion fruit juices. And I'm going to try it right now. I did a little sip of it. Oh my God. I mean, so San Diego beers are what seal the deal for me as far as loving craft beer. So it's when we actually took a trip down there, I think it was in around 2015 or so. Went down. My girlfriend and I were working for craft breweries or a craft brewery, kind of not convention, but basically they would get them all together and they'd have tastings and stuff like that called Tap and Beer. And so we got to go sample a whole bunch of stuff. But San Diego beers were oh my God, these are great. So we went to the Hop Highway. There's literally a highway it's called Hop Highway. And on each side is a whole bunch of breweries. So I have not heard of this one. So I can't wait to try this one. That's great. I mean, it probably reminds me a lot of what you're drinking, Kevin.
Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of similar. I'm just in awe of that can because I saw that I was like, oh my gosh! It's funny because this photo does not do it justice because yours is even more of it's kind of like a how can I describe the can? It's almost silver, silvery, rainbow kind of foily, right?
Yeah, let me show it real quick.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to get a full look at that.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get the best view of it, but it has the box score on there, and it's I was just this is such a and they did a pretty good job taking the photo here of showing you all the different dimensions there. They somehow got away with that SD too. Hop City.
Yes, exactly. And so they actually have a lot of wrestling themed kind of imagery. They've had wrestling there at their brewery before.
They've had who?
They've had wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Oh, okay, right on.
Wrestling.
So does AleSmith down there in San Diego. AleSmith's been having regular wrestling lately too.
Right. So then they have also this one too.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is the it's the Electric 23 Summer Hazy IPA. And then they also have this one too. Even though it's San Diego, they still have, this is the Legendary 24, a double hazy IPA as well. Yeah. So this one's actually 8.24 ABV and a 50 IBV, so nice. A little bit heavier.
That jersey, that's a what is that? Muhammad Ali? Nice, dude. Nice. Well done.
Very good.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's San Diego. I mean, all they have is the Lakers. It's not like they're going to root for the Clippers, even though the Clippers came from San Diego.
That's true.
Jeez.
That's true.
Come on.
Norm Nixon. Nobody knows all those days. Wow.
Hey, Bob McAdoo. Come on. We can start. All right. Is this where we tell people we're going to start the Basketball Brew Crew
show?
Yeah.
Are we just going to start rapping Curtis Blow's basketball? Let's do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm right.
Now we're playing to do it. Yeah, this is good stuff. So Attitude Brewing Company, definitely check them out if you're in San Diego. Tell them the Baseball Brew Crew sent you. So let's do it. Let's get into it. This is this day in baseball history for April 25th. There's some fun stuff in here. I can't wait to get to this one. Let's do it. April 25th, 1876, the Chicago White Stockings make their National League debut with a 4-0 victory over the Grays at the Louisville Baseball Park. The franchise, which will be known as the Colts and Orphans before coming the Cubs in 1903, will finish in first place in the circuit's inaugural season.
So the Cubbies used to be the White Stockings and the Orphans.
Yeah, that was because of me, Jack. I was on the teams. They said
But the White Stockings didn't become the White Sox.
No.
Just checking. Right. All right, yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, the baseball math checks out. It checks out.
Like, for some reason, there's so many, like, socks, like, stockings, like, in these late 1800 teams. I don't know why that is. I was like, Red Sox, White Stockings. I think the Reds were called like the Red Stockings, right? At some point.
Right. Yeah. And that's the whole thing too. I think the socks were the flair back then. Like, so wearing the different socks gave you the identity. That's kind of like how I heard it, but I may be wrong.
You're telling me those gentlemen do not have identities? Look at these men. They're dressed. They do. That's their uniform, Jack, by the way. I want to make sure you know that. That's actually their jersey.
I did.
Is the coat and tie, coat and the bow tie.
Hey, you know what? Just like you, they got to look dapper. I dig it.
Yes.
Professionals.
Yes.
All good. This is going to be a fun one for me. So please indulge me while I tell you about this one. Okay. So Jim Lefevre on April 25th, 1967 commits 3 errors in the 4th frame, paving the way for the Braves' 7-1 victory at Dodger Stadium. The Los Angeles third baseman commits another in the top of the 9th inning when he boots Hank Aaron's grounder. Now, that's not really super historic, not really a big deal. I was kind of interested that it was there. And I go, wait a second. Let me think about this one. Let me dive a little bit deeper on Jim Lefevre. So he was the 1965 National League Rookie of the Year. He played on the 1965 World Championship Dodgers. Yep. He also played 4 seasons in Japan from 1973 until 1976 for the Lotte, the Lotte Orans, winning the Japan series. So he won a championship in Japan as well.
Wow, there you go.
He also coached the China national baseball team in the Olympics in 2005.
Really?
What?
So, right, a very interesting man. So, You'll never believe what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
LeFever also had a brief acting role on several TV shows, including Gilligan's Island, where he played a native warrior with teammate Al Ferrara.
Jeez Louise, dude.
Wow.
No, you mean geez, Tina Louise. All right.
I never knew this was Jim LeFever. Okay.
That's so funny.
So you think that this would be enough? I'd stop and go to the next story, right?
No, never enough, dude.
Never enough. He also was in Batman, the TV series with Adam West, as a henchman for the Riddler. He also starred on episodes of MASH, Alice, Saint Elsewhere, and Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Exactly. Okay.
He's all about NBC. He has a hookup at NBC. All those are like, like NBC shows.
How did you know that they were all NBC shows, dude?
Because he's the Rain Man, of course.
Because I grew up in the 80s. Well, I mean,
the 1880s.
Yes, in the 1880s. But in the 1980s, I was sitting on my couch watching Channel 4 NBC, where it'd be Knight Rider, St. Elsewhere, Hill Street Blues. He wasn't Hill Street Blues, was he?
No.
But I know at least some of those shows you mentioned, St. Elsewhere and Knight Rider, were definitely NBC shows.
Watch this. I'm actually going to. I belive MASH was a CBS show.
I think you're right, and so was Gilligan's Island, I believe.
Okay, so yes, it was. Okay, so there's my Rain Man. So I'll out Rain Man you. How dare you?
That's fine.
All right. So you think that would be enough right there, right?
Oh no.
Okay. So Jim LeFever actually managed 3 Major League Baseball teams: the Mariners, the Cubs, and only 1 year with the Brewers. He actually, you can tell where he was happy and where he wasn't.
You could just see him progressively get angry.
Yes.
He started out with the Mariners just being like really loving baseball.
Well, because he had Ken Griffey Jr. on that team. It's like, I got Griffey Jr. We're going to be good and just.
Yes.
And
And
then
then
his rookie year, 89.
99 on the Brewers, he really looks like somebody's angry stepdad.
Somebody said to him, "Get your beers ready," and he just looked at you. This is the look he gave back to you. What the heck?
Somebody probably told him his last name sounds like a sneeze. Yeah. Pardon me.
Okay, so here is my connection to Jim LeFever.
Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
LeFever was the manager of the PCL division champions, the Phoenix Giants, in the summer of 1985 when I was in high school and was a bat boy for them. So he was the manager for them. So that is my connection, because I'm just like, I remember I'm like, wait a minute, there was actually 2 LeFevers, and I'm like, was it Jim LeFever that was and I looked it up. Lo and behold, it was. Wow. He was the manager when I was the bat boy.
Look at that, man.
He took a break.
Separation.
He took a break from Knight Rider to coach a AAA team. Good job.
Yeah. To slum it with some AAA players and
you.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a fun one. And again, it started from just a regular, just little dumb story.
Man, he looks happier coaching the Giants than he does when he was with the MLB team.
Jack, he's a youngish in the managerial game. He hasn't been broken down yet. You know what I mean?
That's true. Exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Life hasn't ground him down to a nub yet. But don't worry, we will.
Yeah, and if Cowboy Jack, if you remember, I don't know if you would know his name. His name is Bob Brenly. He was actually he managed the World Championship team of the Arizona Diamondbacks in 2001, but he was eventually like an announcer and stuff like that. So Bob Brenly was on the Giants, and he got sent down, I think, during this time as well. So I actually met him. So it's like I said, small world, right?
Yeah. Well,
all right. So it's not all about me. It's all about other baseball.
No, that was great.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
My goodness.
April 25th, 1976, during the 4th inning at Dodger Stadium, Rick Monday becomes a national hero when he takes away an American flag about to be set on fire by 2 trespassers, a father and son, in the outfield. the 30-year-old Cubs outfielder who served 6 years in a Marine Reserves will be presented a flag a month later in a pregame ceremony at Wrigley Field by LA executive Al Campanis as a gesture of his patriotic thanks. I have like the little bobblehead of this. It really looks just like that.
Yeah, this is a really famous moment. Yeah, for sure. Especially because this is like right before the U.S. is going to celebrate their bicentennial. You know, that would be like 1776. And Michael, should I indulge Jack, or do you want to do it? You know what we're going to talk about for Rick Monday.
Oh, go for it.
Rick Monday was the first ever player drafted in Major League Baseball, and I want to say like 65 or 66. Really? He was drafted out of what college, Cowboy Jack Durango?
Arizona State University.
Oh, yeah.
Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite.
Nicely done. Look at you.
I'll wait for the ding, ding, ding. Sorry, Jack. You don't get any credit.
There you go.
There you go. You know, Jack, that's why you are, let me pick a nickname here. The Tucson Tornado. All right. Even though, I'm sorry, that doesn't really apply because Arizona State's in Tempe. But hey, who counts? Who's counting, right?
Hey.
So is he now the Tempe Tornado?
Done.
All right, I'll write that down too. Baby. All right, jeez. All right, I'll write that down. The Tempe Tornado.
There you go.
What a cool moment, man. So we had two good brothers just out there trying to protest, I'm guessing, the Vietnam War, burning a flag.
Vietnam was done by then, actually. Yeah. So I'm not they would have started going home Vietnam around 75,
yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, they're probably still doing a little protest action. And
there's some reason. There's some good reason to protest, I'm sure, in their minds.
Yeah.
So they ran onto the field to burn a flag, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They were trying to light it and they couldn't light it, and then he just came and swooped it. And I think he still he was actually like still like going around and actually like had this flag, and he would take it to other things. So he was still
and ironically enough too, a couple of years later, he actually ended up becoming a LA Dodger. So I'm sure he was probably like a hometown hero at that point.
Dude, how is it the Australian guy is chiming in on U.S. history? Well done. Awesome. Fair dinkum, mate.
Definitely showing us up. And then he eventually played for the Dodgers, and he became an announcer and stuff like that. So the Dodgers actually, really took a liking to him for sure. And he also, if I'm not mistaken, in 81 hit the home run that sent them to the World Series in Montreal. Hit the game-winning home run against
yes, sir.
Yes, so his name is Rick
Monday.
Yeah, it's Rick
Monday. So the only time that having a case of the Mondays was pretty good, huh? Come on, guys. Come on.
Hey, that, by the way, that's another great name for a beer, the Case of Mondays.
Right.
There you go. So don't take that, anyone. That's
when we come out with our own beer line, that's in there.
That's it.
Case of the Rick Mondays. Jack, calm down.
April 25th, 1978, the Phillies replaced their Revolutionary era twin. Oh my God! Well, come back, Jack, come back. My goodness, I'm gonna start over.
Oh wait, what?
April 25th, 1978, the Phillies replaced their Revolutionary era twin mascots, Philadelphia Phil and Philadelphia Phyllis, with the Philly Fanatic, who debuted at Veterans Stadium in a game against the Cubs. According to his official biography, the large, furry, green, bipedal, flightless bird with an extendable tongue, a native of the Galapagos Islands, is the team's biggest fan. So he's not a mascot. He's actually the team's biggest fan.
Fanatic.
Jack, are you okay?
First of all, I think we need to use his government name, which is the Philadelphia Fanatic. All right. And, I don't think that this garbage needs. This is our 3rd year anniversary, and we're talking mascots. I mean, all right.
I think Angel's give you a wham down there. I'm like, look at going,
I'm a professional, dude. I'll get through it.
Well, Angela, what is your favorite mascot?
Man, that's a good question.
Do the Angels have a mascot?
The Angels don't.
You got the rally monkey as a mascot? I don't know.
They don't have a squirrel or something because I'm
a fan of Bernie. Inland Empire.
Yeah!
He's fun. He's fun.
Bernie. That's Jack. That's the guy you saw me of a photo with last week. So you don't like him anymore.
No. You know what I think we should do? We should contact the Chicago Cubs, and we should have them get a mascot.
They
and
have
just
one.
No, hold on.
Okay,
a real life wrestling bear, and they should bring that bear out and have it attack the opposing team, just like a bat boy or a manager. I think
I can support that because I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that Cubbies mascot. He assaulted me in the past. All right.
Oh, really?
Yes. The Cubs mascot has assaulted me because I went to a Cubs game in 2019 dressed in Angels gear and he grabbed me by my scarf and strangled me.
He assaulted you.
He assaulted me, and I have photographic proof of this.
Yes. Was it Super Dragon in there? Did he?
Wait, what? Oh, maybe it was. Oh no,
could have been.
I think they need a real life bear to attack, like a bat boy or something.
Awesome.
By the way, Michael, I'm gonna test your knowledge here. I don't know what the heck was with this cartoon graphic for the twins here. It looks like, was it Tasty Cake? Was the big bakery out there in Philadelphia that was
right.
Tasty Cake.
It looks like
great.
Yeah, it looks like one of those labels for one of those.
It does. Cakes. And actually, this logo, I wanted to use this logo because it's like the one in the back, the Cincinnati Reds and Dodgers, all this stuff. They used to be real cartoony, and it really affected it definitely made me a graphic artist and a branding artist because I used to draw this logo all the time. I loved it so much because it was not intimidating. It was actually kind of endearing, and I loved it so much. It was so different. And even the Phillies, the lettering and stuff like that. Phil and
Phyllis. I didn't know that was their name.
I didn't even know that either. And they had mascots of it, and they don't look very good. So
what was the first MLB logo that you drew?
The very first one was probably easily the Montreal Expos. It looks like ELB, but it's a M. I also would try to draw like the St. Louis Cardinals one that had the bird on the bat and. Not the birds on the bat, but there was just one bird on a bat. And then that Cincinnati Reds one was cool. But I also tried to draw the elaborate New York Mets logo, and it's with the city and the Mets that they still use today. It's so amazing. And it's as I said, it was a catalyst as a young kid that make me love all this stuff. So I was kind of sad when they didn't use this one anymore.
No, and for anybody out there that's watching, go to Instagram and find our fearless leader, Michael Mondragon. The art that he posts from his Carvers and Creators show, off the map.
Oh, thank you.
I've already picked out 3 or 4 that I'm going to frame and put on my wall once I get his permission. I'm gonna put them up first so he sees how good they look, and then I'll get permission.
Perfect.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission, right?
Those are all just fun projects.
Yeah, and for those interested, hold on, let's get the plug out properly. If you have Twitter and Instagram, look up Mondragon Design.
Oh, thank you.
Then you can see some of his artwork out there.
Does
some fine work.
Yeah, he's a very gifted artist. Not only is he a baseball aficionado and a craft beer professor, and also a real professor in real life, he's a gifted artist. So please look him up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. This one's a fun one. This one's super weird. Okay, so April 25th.
That last one wasn't about Jim Lefebvre.
True. April 25th, 1981. Let me get to my thing here. Hoping to give his pitchers an edge, Maury Wills gets the Kingdom's ground crew to enlarge the batter's box, making it a foot closer to the mound. Before the game, A's skipper Billy Martin shares his suspicions with umpire Bill Kunkel, resulting in the American League suspending the exposed Mariners manager for 2 games for, quote, doctoring the batter's box.
Wow.
How did he think he was going to get away with that?
Oh my God.
and Billy Martin figured it out. Billy Martin's like, listen, umpire, that box is bigger than normal boxes. Billy, he made the box so big, drunk Billy Martin could figure it out. Well done.
Hey. Also, drunk Billy Martin, what was it the manager who helped figure out the Pine Tar incident as well, Michael?
That's right. That's right.
Yes. He's a Sherlock Holmes of baseball.
He definitely is.
He can sniff it out.
He definitely is. And Maury Wills was a great baseball player, but considered one of the all-time worst managers for the Mariners. So,
well, you don't say.
Yeah. He wasn't there very long, so that
doctoring the batter's box.
Yeah, he didn't do much damage.
Dude, speaking of logos, how do you feel from an artist standpoint about that M Trident logo?
The Trident. It actually, I love this one, and I even love what it became in the early '80s. It was kind of like a trapezoid, I think, but it was actually like slanted, and so it was even better. It got even better, and then
okay.
The
color. I'm gonna look it up because I really like that.
I love this one. I think it's one of the best ones.
Cool. Beautiful.
Yeah, totally.
And now I guess they're doing this year when a Mariner gets a home run, they get their own Trident in the dugout.
Yes.
That's really become a thing now. You know.
Yeah. No, they call him Teoscar Hernandez, baby.
Yeah,
I know he's good.
And there's I think there's City Connect Seattle ones coming out, and they're kind of more like Seattle Pilots based. So the Seattle Mariners, they actually borrowed heavily from the Seattle Pilots as well. So that kind of color scheme. So look at that. That's it. Yeah, that one's kind of lame compared to what I love the Mariners. The Mariners rule.
Well, I just like the little wings on there. That's all.
Yeah, totally.
The color scheme reminds me a little bit of my one of my favorite other baseball documentaries, Kenny Powers. Yeah.
Okay.
He was on the Merman. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great documentary. Eastbound and Wonderful. Check it out. It's a great story of a great athlete that's seeking redemption.
Yes.
On HBO Max, by the way, in case anybody wants to see.
Good stuff. That's a great one. All right, I'm going to end out with this one, and I can honestly say this will never happen again in baseball history. They would have to bring back actually a rule, but this will never happen again ever in baseball. April 25th, 1986, although Craig Lefferts, a usually reliable relief pitcher, gives up the lead in the 12th inning, he saves the day when he drives an 0-2 curveball over the fence, giving the Padres a 9-8 walk-off victory over the Giants at Jack Murphy Stadium. The 28-year-old weak-hitting left-hander, not expected to play due to a 102-degree fever before the game, becomes the first pitcher to end a game with a home run since 1969, when Orioles right-hander Jim Harden went deep off Royals reliever Mo Drabowski. This was the last time a pitcher hit a walk-off home run, and it will never happen again because pitchers don't bat unless Shohei Ohtani is pitching, is hitting the day that he's pitching, and he has to hit the walk-off home run.
Hold on. After 3 years of watching you guys and learning about baseball, I was this many years old when I found out that pitchers don't bat, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's why.
No.
There's a universal DH. Wait,
I honestly didn't know. I'm gonna have to revisit some stuff on my fantasy team.
No, you're fine. Don't worry.
You're fine. Yeah, I mean, it actually does. It kind of works out to everybody's advantage.
No, we don't need Jack to get more information. He already won last year.
I know,
what little
exactly.
info he has.
Hey, undisputed, undefeated champion. No big deal.
The Mr. Number One in the fantasy baseball league,
and your black heart, Kevin.
My black heart, yes.
So
you know that's why you're John Cena's favorite beer and baseball podcaster.
You're absolutely right, Michael. Please tell me why pitchers don't bat anymore.
Well, baseball wanted to, bring back offense. That's why they changed the rules. They kind of banned the shift. They made the bases bigger. They're trying to do things to speed up the game and stuff like that. But
that's a conflict. You want more offense, but you want the games to be shorter. That's the only thing I don't get.
Exactly. It's so funny because that's exactly what it's become. It's become kind of a cluster right now. But traditionally, pitchers weren't really strong batters. So and then they only did it in one league. So it was only in the National League. In the American League, they had to DH.
In 70, what year was it? Like 74?
70s. So like
70,
early.
Somewhere
74.
in the mid 70s, yeah. You think I remember the year.
Yeah.
It's like 73, 74. And then Universal DH came out of what? COVID was the first year they really did it in the 60-game season, I think.
No, I don't think. I think
it was recent, but this is the first. But now they have the Universal.
Last year, basically, the last full year.
Right.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, and it's they wanted to uptick in offense and actually kind of saved like players like for instance like Albert Pujols. He basically hit 700 home runs because of pitchers don't hit, because he got to be DH, didn't have to play the field, and it's an extra bat in the lineup. And usually it was a strategy too. I always thought it was cool because whenever an American League team during the World Series, they would have to play with their pitcher hitting. American League teams hated it. Like pitchers would always get hit. They would always get hurt on the base pass or get, just weren't good and non-productive. So it was kind of like, but it was always thought it was a cool nuance of it. But that's basically they just want everything uniform and bring more offense to the game. That's ultimately what it was.
Okay. All right. And give me this guy's name one more time.
This is Craig Lefferts.
So Craig Lefferts, I'm going to have to do a little deep dive into him because sock stirrups, weirdo pervert mustache, and chaw in the back pocket.
Yes.
This man knows parking. This dude has unpaid child support, a lot of parking tickets in Nevada, and probably 3 or 4 drunken disorderlies in Mexico. Like this dude, I want to drink beer with.
Yes.
Very observant with the chew in the back pocket.
Totally. That used to be a staple. And actually it's banned in the minor leagues. And actually what a lot of people may not know, it's kind of under the radar. It's actually banned in certain states that teams play in. So like, for instance, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but actually like chewing is actually illegal in some stadiums. So like baseball players can't chew.
That's great, man. I think that, hey, listen, I'm Cowboy Jack Durango, right? I did that for a lot of years, and getting rid of that habit was one of the best things I've ever done. So yeah, they should ban it everywhere.
Yeah. It's definitely a baseball habit. Also with the chew, the red man chew.
Right.
That's why here at the Baseball Brew Crew, we chew on Big League Chew. All right. It's
right.
Big League
Invented by?
Oh my goodness, one of the inventors, Jim Boughton. We talked about the show before. From another baseball documentary, the Battered Bastards of Baseball, an author maybe the best baseball book, one of the best baseball books ever, called Ball 4.
Look at you. Look at you guys. All my little students in here.
I knew that. Oh, you're talking to me. Come on. I'm your A student.
So it's banned in 16 of the 30 stadiums.
Yes. Wow. Yes. It's something that I just happen to remember from us talking about it.
I bet you California is probably like 5 of those stadiums.
It might be.
Well, follow us on social media because Kevin will post a full list of everywhere that it's banned later on tonight.
You think I'm really going to be conscious after the show's over?
Hey, man, make them up. I don't care. You're the senior research analyst. It's part of the job, pal. I don't care if you call it the Montana Sweat Hogs. Just
that's on my list, actually. So.
I love it. All right, so let's do some baseball trivia to end it all out. Let's test your knowledge of baseball. The number of the episode is 156. So that's the number we're going to work with here. Let us know in the chat what your guesses are to the questions. We'll read them off, and here we go. So the question number 1, this Hall of Fame pitcher had 156 career complete games in his career. Let me go back over that. This Hall of Fame pitcher had 156 complete games in his career. Who is he? Here are your choices. Is it Dizzy Dean? Is it Don Drysdale? Is it Jim Bunning, Jack Morris, Whitey Ford, or Bullet Rogan?
If I can interject.
Go for it.
Can you please define not for me, but for the people that don't know all the rules of baseball? What constitutes pitching a full game?
So a pitcher who pitches 9 innings in a game and starts the game and ends the game.
Got it. So, yeah, for everybody out there, this is probably like you're looking for somebody in the late 80s, early 90s, because
the 1880s or the 1980s?
19.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
And actually, I mean, it could go into extra innings, and this person could close it as well. So that would be complete.
So you gotta run Broadway.
Yes,
that's close.
All right.
That's exactly that's the best way to explain that to you, Cowboy Jack Durango. Good job.
All right, I know this one, no problem.
All right, have fun with that, Jack. Trying to put my cards
coming in early with Whitey Ford sings the blues. Nice.
Wow, well done, dude.
Angela, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with number 4, Jumpin' Jack Morris.
Oh, nice. Kevin?
Oh, I was hoping you would pick me next. I'm like, all right, let me see here. 100. Let me go with former not only Hall of Famer but Senator Jim Bunning.
You and Parabellum.
Parabellum. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Oh man, that was one of the two names that I was kicking back and forth, but I'm gonna go with Seth Bullet Rogan. Let's do it.
I'm glad you didn't go Joe Bullet Rogan this week. Thank you.
And the answer is Chad M coming in late with Don Drysdale. Good guess.
Okay, little madman in there. Let's do it.
Right.
But the answer is it is Whitey Ford.
Okay. All right.
Being the chairman of the board, just like the great Frank Sinatra. 2.36, 106, 2.75 ERA, 1,956 strikeouts, and 156 complete games.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and actually, all these are actually pretty low as far as Hall of Famers go. They're actually on the low end. The highest one would be John Drysdale with 167. I'm sorry, Jack Morris 175. Don Drysdale 167. Jim Bunning 151.
They essentially pitched a complete game, like a season's worth of complete games.
Yep.
That's insane.
That's insane.
And even like, this is not like okay, 2,000 strikeouts, 236 wins. Like,
right.
Okay, that's a great player, but Hall of Famer. It's like, well, it's not just that. It's just that the fact that this guy was on the Yankees who won multiple World Series throughout the 50s and 60s.
Definitely,
he was like the guy for those teams.
Yeah,
that went. I don't know how much that goes a long way nowadays for guys on the Hall of Fame ballot, but definitely back in the day for sure, it definitely helps. World championships.
He was a pitcher of definitely like the best pitcher of that era. All right, so here is question number 2. This player ranks number 1 in games played among all Hall of Famers. Who is he? Your choices are: is it Hank Aaron, Ricky Henderson, Ty Cobb, Stan Musial, Carl Yastrzemski, or Willie Mays?
You're really gonna come at us with this, huh? Wow. Okay.
All right.
So this player,
Michael is ridiculing me at this one. Like you're just like poking the bear and poking me on this. I'm like, all right, this guy started this year, ended this year. This guy started this year, then ended this year. This guy started this year, ended that year. I'm like, oh god, my head's gonna explode.
This player ranks number 1 in games played among all Hall of Famers. So Chad M going with Willie Mays. Ian going with Grandpa Yaz. Parabellum going with Stan Musial.
This is rough. You know what I think my favorite part of this question is? Kevin has seen these men's careers, all of them, from start to finish. So That's longevity. Well done.
Hey,
Grandpa.
I honestly can say I have seen two of these players live, like legitimately, and I think I've met 5 out of the 6 in person at like autograph card shows in like in the 80s. How about
No
that?
kidding.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I've had at least 5 of these 6 men's autographs in person.
Wow.
You can probably figure out who the other one is.
I cannot believe you got Ty Cobb's autograph. That's great.
I know. That's exactly.
Is
That's
it-
the only that's
Got
the
it,
outlier.
That Ricky Henderson auto is going to elude you like it did in that top set for Michael.
Right. No, exactly. That's exactly. All right. So, Angelo, who is your guess?
All right, so I'm going to go with our guy Parabellum Gaming and go with Stan Musial.
All right. Stan the man. Kevin, do you want to go next or do you want Cowboy Jack?
Go, Jack.
Okay.
All right. So
I got some fun with this.
So I was going to go Stan the Man. His other nickname is the Iron Man, Stan Musial. I was going to go with him, but since Angelo took him, I'm going to go with number 5. No, let's go number 3, the greatest monster in baseball, Ty Cobb.
Yes. You know, that's a heck of a guess.
It is.
Because so here's Rain Man. All right. So Michael here. Let me indulge myself real quick.
Go for
Because
it.
I still don't know if I know the answer to this, but Hank Aaron played from about 1955 to like 1977. God, Ricky Henderson started in like 79, and he's probably still playing baseball somewhere.
Yes.
So I think my guess is going to be Ricky Henderson, honestly. And then Carl Yastrzemski played from like 64 to like 1988 or something like that. And Willie Mays played from like 51 to like 73. So let's go Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson.
Mr. October. Nice, dude. Nice.
And the answer is only one person got it. It is Carl Yastrzemski, Ian.
What's that?
Yeah.
Ian, 2 for 2.
2 for 2 with Ian tonight. Well done.
You know what, Cowboy Jack? I have to take a nickname off your list. We have to take the Golden God off your list, I think. And I'm going to have to give it to Ian.
Thing. He has to earn it back.
Oh, okay. As long as I still keep the golden influencer, I'll be all right giving that one
All
up.
right. Yeah, we still have that. Don't worry, Angel Daddy. We got you.
All right. So Carl Yastrzemski, 3308. Hank Aaron, 3298.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yes. Ricky Henderson actually only has 3,081. Ty Cobb, 3,034. And Willie Mays, 3,005.
Wow.
Dan Musial, 3026, which if I'm not mistaken, is the national league record. Well, I might have to check on that, but I think that's
And geez, that's all. I mean, the other crazy thing too is I think Yaz and Musial only played with one team.
Right.
Think about that
Yeah.
too. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, that's never going to happen again.
Yep.
Most likely.
Nicely done, Ian.
It
Well,
is a party.
done.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
nicely done. Well,
Guys, who do you think is the most worldwide recognized baseball superstar? Worldwide. I'm not talking in the U.S. I'm talking
Hey, oh,
worldwide. Who would
Are
you
you
say
talking-
is the most
are you talking modern or all time?
Current or
All-time.
all time?
all time?
I think it's still going to be the Babe. Most
I,
likely.
that would be
Yeah.
my guess.
I think it's going to be the Babe. I
Yeah.
think it's still going to be the
You
Babe.
did-
Well, no love for Ty Cobb, I guess. Well, all right.
No, well, like when we went to Japan, like Babe Ruth, remember he did those like barnstorming, right? And he
Yeah,
did,
Lou Gehrig played over there.
Yeah,
that
so-
definitely
so
makes a difference.
yeah, he did those things. So he had like definitely worldwide appeal at that time.
Okay.
And Ty Cobb didn't do any of that stuff.
No, he didn't.
And
So the Babe was like the Freddie Blassie of baseball, huh?
yes, yes, exactly. So who would you
You're,
say
wait, you're
today?
telling me he was like stabbing people with like gimmicks?
No,
Is that what you're
he
telling me?
sharpened his teeth
Oh,
and bit their forehead like a good
All right,
brother.
all right.
Who would you
Alright.
say today? It's probably
Today?
Yeah.
Now, see, today's tough, man. But if we're looking at a worldwide audience and the growing popularity of baseball in Asia, I'm going to go with Ohtani, man. That's who I would say with the
Ohtani
most
also.
worldwide recognized would be Shohei.
I think a close
Shohei
second
Ohtani.
is the new Shuey Ohtani up there above me.
Yes.
I think you might be second.
Yeah, no, definitely number 2, and then a slight number 3 would be our boy Lars Nootbaar, I think.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
There you go.
That's get with the salt, the pepper grinder.
Yes.
Yes.
Pepper grinder.
No pepper allowed. Hey, don't play pepper.
No pepper allowed. That's
No pepper.
oh God, you lose your life if you play pepper. Oh God. Okay, so
one day you guys are gonna have to explain that to me.
what's that?
Why you can't have pepper? I love pepper. I'm making pasta. I throw pepper on it. I do a steak, little bit of pepper. Why no pepper? Come on, guys. It's a show. It's
We'll
a party.
definitely we'll make a whole show out of it. Oh yeah, and yes, yes, Tom Selleck is Mr. Baseball in Japan.
Oh,
Yes.
well done, Chad M. I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you always hear the reference to the Babe. So
Oh yeah. Sure.
so definitely.
Pepper Jack.
Cowboy Pepper Jack. I love it.
All right.
Another nickname. Put that down.
They write
I got that to the
themselves,
list.
man.
That's
They
You
write
know, I had
themselves.
3 new ones today.
Yeah.
I've had 3 new ones today. Cowboy Pepper Jack, the Tempe Potatoes, Shuey Otani. Oh my gosh.
fantastic.
You know, I can only hold so much data on my phone. You know that?
Well, that is the show we had for you tonight. Happy 3rd anniversary. I definitely want to give Angelo some time. Tell us about your very special break this weekend.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't had a chance to go back into the archives, watch some previous episodes of Rip and Review, I would advise you guys and suggest to check that out. But this Saturday, I'm super excited. I did my first ever PSA submission, PSA grading submission, and I'll be doing a blind reveal on this Saturday's edition of Rip and Review. So the first time that I saw these grades was when I filmed this video. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Lots of cool content coming down the pipe here at the Baseball Brew Crew. So not only am I excited to move to Texas here in a couple weeks, but I'll be excited to vlog at the Riders Stadium at a Frisco Rough Riders game in the coming weeks. I'll also be vlogging my experience at the Dallas Card Show here in a couple weeks as well. So lots of fun content coming up on Rip and Review. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. Hit that bell icon for all the notifications for all the latest content here at the Baseball Brew Crew. And don't forget to check the videos out, give them a like, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the content.
Yeah, great stuff. I was super excited about that. Those videos always do well, the PSA slab reviews. So I'm glad that we could get one. And you went through the whole process and everything of what it is. I'm fascinated to know more about that because I have some stuff that I would like to send into PSA and want to know how much it costs. I know that also Ian has that affiliation with them as well. And so like I'm super fascinated by that whole process. So definitely very interested in that. Thank you so much for that. Here's where we are on all the socials: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Guys, want to give you the floor a little bit. Thank you so much from my heart for all of your years, literally, of all creating all this content. Again, we do this. It's a labor of love. One day it'll hopefully pay the bills. But for now, we're just going to come at it and just give you everything that we have. And we super appreciate every one of you that watches us. So, but thank you to my crew here, Cowboy Jack, Kevin Lyon, Angelo Trinidad, for making this all happen. I could not have done this by myself. And I definitely want to yield the floor to give you some time to say whatever you want.
Kevin, please go.
Okay, sure. Hey, don't let this be the end of you watching the show, because next Tuesday you want to see a fired up. What nickname did I not use tonight? Malibu Jack, the Crown Prince of WeHo, the Hop King, Charlie Guzzler. You want to see him at his fieriest next week. We're doing hazy history on former Reds owner Marge Schott. And I know, that woman, even in her spinning in her grave, thinking about what you're going to say about her, Cowboy Jack.
She's mad right now, and she's not even here.
Exactly. You're already fitting fired up me talking about it. So that's going to be next Tuesday here. It's a little deep dive on former Reds owner Marge Schott. If you don't know about her, get ready. It's going to be a good time.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, everyone, so because of this show, I came to love baseball, and it's become a major part of my life. Because of Rip and Review, I came to love baseball cards. Thank you, Angelo. It's become a big part of my life. Because of this show, I have learned moderation, and I've learned that the quality of beer and the level of beer always trumps the quantity of beer. This show has made me a better man in more ways than I can count. They call it the Diamond Exchange, the crown jewel of craft beer in baseball. It's not just the four of us, it's each and every one of you, and we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. This is a labor of love that we will continue to pull up the mountain until we reach the heights that this show is destined for, and we will take each and every one of you with us. I'm putting my hand out towards the screen right now, and I want you to put your hand out. It's all of us, baby. We are in this together, and we are going to ride this car until the wheels fall off, and then we're going to fly. Thank you so much for being part of the best part of our lives. We love you, and we will see you next week.
Let him hear it. Yes.
Angela, did you have anything that you wanted to say in closing?
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's hard to follow that, but thank you everyone for the last 3 years. Yeah. Thank you guys for the last 3 years. Michael, Kevin, Jack, love you boys. Thank you guys for making Tuesday night the best night. Who would have thought that just over 3 years ago that just a simple text message that I sent over to Mike would turn into all this. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and I can't wait to be back.
All right. So we'll see you next Tuesday with another Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Good night, everyone. Thank you for 3 years. We'll see you on the other side.
What? 3 figures.